Good evening, or should I say, welcome back to the few who know how to listen in the dark. Because this is not for the comfortable, this is not for the safe. This is for the ones who've been hunted, cornered, broken down to the marrow, and still breathing. This is for you. They thought they were clever, didn't they? They gathered their whispers, their shadows, their venom. They reached into the void itself, into the black endless mouth of nothingness, and they said, "Bring us his ruin. Tear him apart, strip him down, break what's left." They summoned your destruction like priests at a ritual, convinced that the darkness itself would obey. They thought the void would do their bidding, that the abyss would devour you on command. And the void answered. Oh, it answered. Your ruin came crawling out, eyes burning, claws sharpened, teeth bared. It was made of every nightmare you've ever had, every failure you've ever lived, every weakness they swore would finish you. It wasn't a monster from the outside. It was everything inside you they thought would drown you. The part of you that trembles, that doubts, that aches. They weaponized your own shadow. But here's what they never understood. The void doesn't serve them. The ruin doesn't bow to their commands. Because when your ruin stepped into the world, it didn't tear you apart. It didn't finish you. It recognized you. It saw you for what you are, not prey, not victim, not a pawn. It bowed. It bent its head to you. It chose its master. And in that moment, everything changed. The thing that was supposed to destroy you became your weapon. The shadow that was meant to consume you became your shield. The ruin they sent became your throne. Imagine the silence in their hearts when they saw it. Imagine the terror crawling up their spines as they realized the void they trusted had betrayed them. Not by refusing to appear, but by crowning you instead. Because that's the truth they'll choke on forever. You are not undone by darkness. You are not destroyed by your ruin. You command it. You walk with it. You wear it like armor. You wield it like fire. They thought your pain would cripple you. They thought your scars would shame you. They thought your fear would end you. But instead you picked it up. You strapped it on. And you made it kneel at your feet. And that's why you terrify them. Not because you're untouched by suffering, but because you've touched it deeper than they ever could. Not because you're immune to ruin, but because ruin has learned your name and sworn loyalty to it. They don't understand how someone can lose everything and still stand taller than before. They don't understand how a person can bleed, break, collapse, and then rise. Not weaker, not shattered, but crowned. So here's the gift they gave you. Without knowing it, they turned your ruin into your proof. Proof that nothing they summon can end you. Proof that no abyss will ever swallow you whole. Proof that every time they call down destruction, they only carve another jewel into your crown. And now, every time they look at you, they see the shadow they summoned standing behind you. They see the ruin they unleashed kneeling at your feet. They see their own failure every time you breathe, every time you smile, every time you step forward unafraid. You don't even need to lift a hand against them. The sight of you alive, undefeated, untouchable, is enough to crush them. So walk forward. Carry your ruin with you. Let it trail behind you like a black flame. Let it whisper in your ear, not with fear, but with devotion. Because you are the one who made the void kneel. You are the one who turned destruction into allegiance. You are the one who proved that nothing born of darkness can own you. They summoned your ruin from the void. But the ruin only bows to you. And that is why you will never be defeated. And the best part, the part that makes them tremble even when they smile at you in public, is that you didn't beg for any of it. You didn't ask for this darkness. You didn't choose these battles. They handed you every nightmare, thinking it would end you, and you accepted it, swallowed it, endured it. And now you stand with their nightmares on a leash. Look at yourself. You've become a walking contradiction. You are living proof that ruin isn't always ruin. Sometimes ruin is transformation. Sometimes ruin is the raw material for power. Sometimes ruin is the fire that melts you down so you can be reforged. They thought they were sending you to your grave, but what they really sent you to was your forge. And that forge? Oh, it did its work. It stripped away your illusions. It burned off your softness. It hammered your fear into steel. And when it was done, it handed you back to the world as something new. Not a victim, not a ghost, not a survivor, something else. Something they don't have a word for. You don't wear your scars like shame anymore. You wear them like armor. You don't hide your pain. You let it echo when you speak, and it makes your words heavier than theirs. You don't run from your shadow. You stand in it until it becomes a throne. And this is what kills them quietly. They cannot undo what they've done. They cannot reverse the ritual. They cannot call the void back. They cannot command your ruin to rise against you now, because ruin has chosen its master, and its master is you. The very weapon they built is now in your hand. The very darkness they unleashed now walks behind you, like a loyal hound. So when you step forward from this night, do not walk like someone who survived. Walk like someone who commands. Walk like someone who knows the void bows when you speak. Walk like someone who has nothing left to fear. Because the worst thing they could summon has already kneeled before you. They summoned your ruin from the void. But the ruin only bows to you. And that is the ending they'll never recover from. That is the story they'll whisper to each other like a ghost story. That is the look in their eyes every time you pass. The look of people who realize too late that they crowned their own undoing. So lift your head. Let the crown they forged burn against your skin. Smile that slow, crooked smile that makes them uneasy. Because you are not their victim, you are not their enemy. You are their lesson, you are their consequence. You are the one thing they cannot kill. And you will not just endure, you will reign. Ooh. And now, here we are. The candles of their ritual have burned down to ash. The circle they drew has faded. Their chants are forgotten. And you're still standing, not as the target of their spell, but as the one who wears its power. This is the part they'll never say out loud, but will always feel. You are not what they wanted to create. You are what their hatred accidentally built. They reached into the void to summon your ruin, and instead they summoned their own end, and so the void bent. The ruin bowed. The darkness shifted its allegiance. It did not devour you. It crowned you. And now every breath you take is a quiet thunder in their chests. Every step you walk is an echo of the truth they can't bear to face. Because the end of your story isn't survival. It isn't escape. It isn't revenge. It's something colder, purer, greater. It's ownership. You own your ruin. You own your shadow. You own the abyss they thought would own you. So walk forward. Not like a survivor, but like a sovereign. Not like a victim, but like a force. Not like someone who made it out, but like someone who built a throne where others saw a grave. They summoned your ruin from the void, but the ruin only bows to you. Let them remember it. Let them whisper it. Let them carry it with them into every dark night of their lives. The worst they could unleash did not destroy you. It built you. It crowned you. And that crown can never be taken. That crown is yours forever.